have our other expert, Kristen, our other watch expert, Kristen, on the other side. She's actually going to be moderating today, and I'm sure she's going to give you guys an insight on some of the pieces that we have coming up today. So 2 watch girlies in the house today. My name's Grace, and I'm going to be your host for the next 2 hours or so. I do have a slightly smaller selection of pieces today. I wanted to keep it really niche and really curated and not overwhelming. So we've got some really nice classics. I have an introduction to Hublot today, which is a new brand which we haven't had too much of. We've got some Bulgari pieces, some Rolex pieces, Cartier of course, and some Audemars Piguet. So it's going to be a really fun show. Nice curated small selection. We're going to talk through, you know, the history of the pieces, what they come with, the ages of each piece, and they will all be shipping out from New York. We are covering your customs and duties for the duration of the show today. We ship globally, so wherever you guys are located today, you can shop with us. Shipping is between £15 and £35, depending on where you're located, but we can ship to pretty much every single country in the world. It's a really great and easy shipping service. We accept all major forms of credit, debit and Amex cards. We accept PayPal, Apple Pay, and we even have like a layaway option, or what I would say is a direct debit setup with Luxury Promise. It's an option on checkout called Split It, and a Split It is essentially a 12 monthly installment plan with no hidden fees or interest rates. It's an interest-free service for up to 1 year. You don't have to wait to pay the item off. You can receive it straight away, and you just have to have a credit card with the total order value available on the card in order to do so. You can pay it off whenever you wish as well, so it will take it in 12 equal monthly installments. But if you wanted to pay off certain, you know, more months up front, 1 month, you can, and you can actually pay it off whenever you want as well throughout the year. Could I just ask and confirm that this is streaming on Instagram? I'm hoping that it is. Hopefully we are streaming on Instagram. For those of you on Instagram, you will still have to head over to our website in order to ask me any questions or shop any of the pieces. We are streaming. Amazing. Okay, so we are streaming on Instagram. Head over to luxurypromise.com. I can't see your comments, so you do have to ask me via the website, and we will keep an eye out on the Instagram stream just in case there are any of you who are asking questions. But I would encourage you guys to head over straight to the website. Let me know where you guys want me to go today with the show. I'm going to start with some easy classic Rolexes at amazing prices, and then we're going to move on to some Bulgari pieces and kind of chop and change through brands today. We have a solid yellow gold day date, which I am so excited about. It's one of my most favorite watches of all time. I'm going to start with 2 variations of the classic Oyster Perpetual watch. Let's start with the first one, which is 129908. 129908. This is the smallest case size of the pieces today, and I have it in another dial color as well. So we have 2 options, 2 variations of the same watch today. We're looking at 129908, and this one is a full set. This comes with box, service papers and instructions. This is a 1997 Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I think we do have I have a bicolor Audemars Piguet, but I don't have a bicolor Rolex. So let me know if you're looking for an AP or a Rolex. I do have a Rolex here that we can have pinned. It is a bicolor. I've got Laura with me here as well. She can help me with some skews. No Santos today. I am always looking for Cartier Panthers and Santos. Looking for an octagon piece. Zaina, I have an Audemars Piguet and a Hublot. The Audemars Piguet is essentially an octagon shape, which I'll move on to shortly. But we're starting with a really nice, easy, everyday classic. This is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual crafted from stainless steel. This is the most elegant and smallest case size of the pieces today. This has a classic black dial with very classic simple stainless steel numeral pointers to the dial. This is a full set. It's from 1997. It comes with its box, paperwork and instruction booklet, and it's in, as you can see, a pristine condition. I'm going to show you on the wrist. Now I am loving right now classic silver and gold silver and black combinations. I'm loving stainless steel and black for an everyday style. I think it's super timeless, very trendy right now, and this case size for me I think is perfect for everyday wear. I wouldn't take this off, to be honest. This would be my daytime watch. We can have it sized before it's shipped out, and also all of the pieces today, they do come with a year's warranty, which is really, really good. So if anything were to go wrong with the watch, you do have a full year, and we will have it fixed for free. Recently serviced and polished with Rolex, coming with its original papers. This is a 1997 classic Rolex Oyster Perpetual, crafted from stainless steel with a classic black dial. Really great starting point for a Rolex collection or any watch collection, and a really nice, easy, everyday classic at a great price point. So this is the first item of the day. If you are new here and you'd like to start shopping with Luxury Promise, we've had lots of new clients on our shows, which has been so exciting. Yesterday, me and Laura had 3 or 2 new buyers, their first orders with LP, so that really makes our day. This one here has just been pinned. You can click on the icon to see further images and details. I know, Kristen, isn't the price insane? This is going to be a really great starting point price for a classic Rolex, something that will hold its value. Honestly, Rolex and Patek Philippe are like the kings of resale and investment pieces. So this will hold its value. This will only go up in price, and this is £3,495, which is 4,435 US dollars, coming full set, box and papers, and it's a 1997 classic. So that's the first watch of the day. I'm going to show you the other dial color that we have. We're going to be looking at where is it? Rolex Oyster. There we go. 130280 is the next one. 130280 will be the next watch of the day. And this is, again, a very classic piece. This one doesn't actually come with anything, so the price is going to be slightly different to the first one. The price is going to be even better, as it doesn't come with box and papers. Now, it's very easy to find a Rolex box. I can help you. They are kind of all over eBay and places like that, and this will be slightly less than the previous one with black dial. We're looking at the same case size. This is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual, crafted from stainless steel and finished with a kind of like a silvery white dial. A really nice fresh take on a classic. This has a slightly different bezel to the previous one. This just has the classic smooth line bezel. The black one did have almost like a ridge detailing to the bezel, but I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to show you them both next to each other, just so you can see the very subtle differences. Case size Jodie on these, I think they're a 28. I think they might be a 28. Let me double check. It should say in the listing, however. Hang on, I don't want to get it wrong. Oh, it's a 24. These are 24mm case sizes, so even smaller than what I thought. This is a 24mm case size. Let me show you the difference between the black and the silver. Very, very subtle difference, slight different bezels, but both just as beautiful. So as you can see here, this has that gorgeous bezel detailing, and this one has that really nice kind of smooth finish. So slightly different. They are both the same case size, but that one does come with its original box and papers. So the silvery white dial is a 24mm case size classic Oyster Perpetual. This is something, when I was saying about the watch, the boxes and the papers, aren't they cute, Kath? You can definitely find a box. I can help you with that if it's a deal breaker. And in terms of papers, the next time you have the watch service, they will actually give you updated service papers. So it's pretty easy to create a full set with the watch. It's not like you can take a Chanel classic flat bag to the store and ask for another card, whereas with Rolexes, because they are, you know, serviced whenever you wish, you can actually get those papers as well. So this is what this one looks like on. Really nice, classic, understated, very quiet luxury piece. 24mm case crafted from stainless steel, and this is going to be another amazing price point. Again, it's not coming with anything. It will come with a luxury promise authenticity guarantee, and you'll also get a year's warranty on this piece as well, and anything that may or may not need to be done to the watch over the coming 12 months, we will fix that for free. This one is £3,350, and that is 4,251 US dollars. And they are both pinned. So that is closing out our Oyster Perpetual range for today's show. I'm going to move on to some Bulgari pieces before I move on to the Audemars Piguet. I know some of you guys are here for the AP, but I have some really interesting Bulgari watches to introduce this week. I have very briefly shown these over the coming weeks, the previous weeks, but I'm going to do a full feature on these today, so I'm excited to do the next watches. These are 121225, 121225. And this is known as a Bulgari Tubogus. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Bulgari Tubogus. This is a classic stainless steel watch with a numeral dial, a classic numeral dial. Let me show you. So the idea behind this piece was actually, it actually came up in around the 1800s, 1881 to be exact. The Tubogus technique is actually originally a plumbing manufacturing technique, funnily enough, and it was later adopted by jewellery makers. The Tubogus technique involves wrapping metal in tight coils around a central armature that is later removed, creating a slinky hollow chain. And that was actually the inspiration behind the Tubogus watch, which I think is really, really interesting. It doesn't have a clasp closure, so it's kind of an open fit and wraps around the wrist beautifully. Kath, if you're loving this, wait until you see the price. So this is a pretty much, you know, a one-size-fits-all piece inspired by a really, really interesting history fact. You can, you know, close it and make it tighter if you wanted to, but this is a one-size-fits-all, which I think is great, and it gives more of like a functional jewellery style, in my opinion. I love the way that that wraps around the wrist. It's got that really beautiful polished look, and then to the dial you will see that it has the Bulgari logo inscripted into the ball, which I think is a really nice finishing touch. Funnily enough, this is actually, I think, the lowest price piece we have today, and actually one of my favorites. I think it's really trendy, very, very current, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Again, I love the Bulgari inscripted into that bezel, and you've also got that pointer to the side to adjust the timing. And as you can see to the dial, just at the 3 o'clock mark, it also has the option to change and look at the date as well. So this is one of two Bulgari pieces today. I do have another variation of the Tubogus piece in yellow gold and stainless steel. So we're going to get the first one pinned, and then I will move on to the second variation with that yellow gold as well. The watch has just been pinned, so if you are looking to purchase this, you guys can check that out now. Price is up. Just going to double check if it comes anything. This one doesn't come with anything. I know the price is so insane. This one doesn't come with anything, but that has been reflected into the price. This is £1,795, and that is 2,277 US dollars. We are covering your customs and duties today, and shipping is global, between £15 and £35 depending on where you're located. This is now up and available through the icon to the left hand corner. Okay, the second variation we have of the same piece, slightly bigger in case sizing. We're looking at 131382, 131382, and this one, this is beautiful. So this is, let me have a look, 382. So this is a combination of white gold and yellow gold. So this is basically a precious metal version of the Tubogus Bulgari watch. This has a beautiful black dial. The bezel on this one is the 18 karat yellow gold with the Bulgari logo detailed to the bezel. The dial's slightly different on this. You just have the 6 and the 12 pointers, and then the classic pointers to the hourly marks for the remaining of the dial. The bracelet is a combination of white gold and yellow gold, and you can see that this one is really seamless the way that it kind of wraps around. It's fully adjustable, so it is a one size fits all on these. This is an excellent condition. This isn't coming with anything, but you will receive a Luxury Promise box and dust bag. This is a white gold and yellow gold combination with a classic black dial with gold details to the dial. Slightly bigger case size on this. This one is wow, honestly. This one looks so nice. Do you see the way that that wraps around the wrist? I love the interchanging links between the white and yellow gold. Gives it a really classic and unique look, and I think it makes that black dial stand out even more. So this is a really interesting watch in my opinion. Bulgari is having a moment. Everybody's loving Bulgari right now. This is the classic Bulgari Tubogus, inspired by a really cool historical fact dating back to the 1800s. And we're going to get the price up of this momentarily. But I definitely think this is more of a dress style piece, something that's great for, you know, events, but can also look quite nice casually in the daytime as well. I think this is great, and I think they're really, really great price points as well, considering Bulgari is very, very hot right now. So we're going to get this pinned. It's going to come with a Luxury Promise box and dust bag. Again, I'll show you the front again, so you can see that there's no wear to the crystal. The bezel's in an excellent condition, and the beautiful bracelet on this is a polished finish, pristine. This is absolutely stunning. Bless you. You're good. Okay, we'll wait to get the price up. I love this. So nice. Nice size on the wrist, actually. Nice stacked or on its own. Now, this is a white gold and yellow gold combination, 18 karat solid gold. This is £5,895, and that's $7,480 for the gold version. So you have a really friendly price point stainless steel option, and then you also have that gold option as well if you're loving the Bulgari Tubogus. Is it time for the Audemars Piguet? I feel like it is. Let's pull this up. Okay, we're going to look at the classic Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. And this is a really interesting watch, actually. The way that it was originally manufactured, it was originally designed to be in just stainless steel, but actually the prototype of the Royal Oak was actually made in white gold. On the Royal Oak, you'll notice screws into the bezel. The screws are always solid gold. Kristen, this is 130844, 130844. Now, this isn't coming with box and papers, but again, I can help you find one. This is a combination of 18 karat yellow gold and stainless steel with a beautiful and very classic dark grey dial. On the dial of the Audemars Piguet, you do also have the date to the 3-pointer. My favorite feature on the AP is definitely the bracelet. The way that it sits seamlessly against the wrist is absolutely stunning, and I love the yellow gold kind of almost screws into the links. I think it's a really, really beautiful watch. Now, this is the women's size. I believe it is a 33mm case. Kristen, confirm if that's right. The AP watch was actually, the Royal Oak was actually named, I think it was after a warship, and yeah, the name behind it was named after a really iconic warship. So it's a real classic. Again, the way that this kind of sits around my wrist is so beautiful. This watch has always been on my personal list. And online. Oh, Kristen, are you answering questions on Instagram? Thank you. This has always been on my personal watch wish list. I've always loved the links, the seamless kind of look of the bracelet around, and I love the more unique shape of the bezel. I think it's really, really stunning. It's quite a flat watch, actually. Can you see the way that it sits quite flat against the wrist? And it's honestly such a classic. The price we have of this today is honestly insane. It's way, way under retail. And it's just incredible. It really is. Oh, thanks, Kristen, for helping out on Instagram. For those of you on Instagram, make sure you're heading over to luxurypromise.com. We're live on the website, and I can't see your questions on Instagram, so I'm not being rude. I'm not being rude. Please head over, and I can answer your questions and inquiries via the website. So this is what it looks like on. This is a 33mm case size, which is considered a women's size, and I think it's a perfect women's size as well. I love the combination of gold and stainless steel. It makes it dressy, but also can be worn nicely into the evening as well. It's an absolute must-have. This is £14,500, and that is $18,400 US. I can have it adjusted for you before we have it shipped out. Yeah, I know, I can't see your comments, guys. I hope I'm not ignoring anyone. I can have all of the watches adjusted today. The bracelet size is adjusted for those of you that need it. And there we go, the AP Audemars Piguet is available here. It's known as the Royal Oak, and it's the 33mm case size. Let me know who's getting that. That was a great one. Honestly, one of the best. And as Kristen is saying, they've all been polished and freshly serviced directly with the brands. We can have them readjusted to whichever size you need. And all watches come with a 1-year warranty today. Okay, let's do a pink classic Rolex. I'm really loving my pink dials at the moment. So I'm excited to show you this one. Okay, we're going to move on to 130815. 130815. This is a full set Rolex. Full set Rolex coming with box, dust bag, not dust bag, box, papers and instructions. We're moving on to a classic Rolex Datejust with a beautiful little pink dial. So I'm going to flip the screen so you guys can see. Now this is a beautiful Rolex Datejust. I do have a Cartier B, yeah. Classic Rolex Datejust crafted in stainless steel. This light isn't doing the pink justice. Let me see if I can get this into the brighter light for you. It's such a beautiful pink color. This is actually the color that I use every day. This is pretty much my most worn everyday watch. This is the classic Rolex Datejust in stainless steel. This has a beautiful display of a mix of polished and brushed links, and I think that gives it a really expensive look rather than them all being brushed or polished. I kind of like the differentiation between the two. You've got that beautiful Rolex clasp at the bottom, and if I'm correct, this is actually called salmon pink. Now this is my first ever piece, Rolex piece, was stainless steel and a salmon pink dial. I still wear it to this day. I've had it nearly 10 years and it's my most worn watch. The Rolex Datejust has so much history behind it. It's been around since 1945 and was the first watch to ever display the date on the dial, which is was a huge huge moment for Rolex back in the 40s, and it's still produced to this day, 100 years on. It's still a watch that you can buy in retail, and is considered, the ultimate classic. This has what we call the chromalite details to the pointers. Can you see on the hour marks, you've got these kind of white lines, and also to the hands as well. Those actually glow in the dark. So in nighttime, it will essentially glow. It either glows like blue or green. My one glows green, and sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and it's so bright. It's really handy, and I actually love it in the evening when you get that kind of bright flush of green on them as well. This is a classic salmon pink dial. It's a full stainless steel piece, classic Datejust, coming full set. And I believe, let me see the year on this one. Hoping it's on here. I think it's like 2022, but let me double check. Yeah, we're looking at a 2022 piece, pretty much current. Just a year old. It's a 2022 full set. I'm not going to be able to get this in now. Yeah, full set 2022. It's just been pinned. We have a Tank Francaise coming up, which I'll do for you in a second. This is available for £9,750, which is 12,372 US dollars. It's a full set. It's a 2022 piece and the ultimate classic. Honestly, everybody needs a date just. It's a great kind of daily driver, something you can wear every day, and holds its value really, really well, and quite a friendly price point for you know, a Rolex as well. So that one has just been pinned. Let's do some Cartier. We're getting some Cartier requests. Check. Okay, I have a couple Cartiers. I have a stainless steel, and I also have a rose gold Tank American as well, but I'll start with the steel version. I want this watch. I want to add this to my collection. I've been holding this and wearing it a lot whilst picking these pieces. This is 119007. 119007. So we are looking at the classic Cartier Tank Francaise. Now, Kristen really knows her stuff on this piece too. The Tank collections are inspired. Oh wow, this is the Chronoflex as well. This is stunning. This is like a really elevated version. So back before Cartier was a global brand, Cartier was actually split into 3 brands. It began in America, in England, and in France. So Cartier was actually considered 3 separate brands in 3 different countries, and then when they merged, obviously they became the global Cartier brand that we all know now. So the Tank range comes in the Anglaise, the Francaise, and the American. We're looking at the Tank Francaise piece today, and the ideology behind the Tank pieces is actually the name Tank makes a lot of sense because it's designed to look like the bottom of a war tank, the tires of a war tank at the bottom that kind of move like this, and that was the idea and design kind of inspiration behind the Tank pieces. So there's an interesting fact. This is the Chronoflex Tank American, which is very much an elevated version of the classic Tank Francaise. The classic Tank Francaise doesn't include the 3 additional dials onto the main dial. This in fact has you know, the 4 dials included and is known as the Chronoflex. Now this is a full stainless steel watch. It is, can you guys see that very small sapphire stone to the side? Get this in the light slightly so you can see. Very commonly you will find a sapphire stone to the side of any Cartier watch, which I really love that. I think it's a really unique feature, and I just think it gives that uber luxury feel. This has very dark navy hands. Seconds and the hours and the minutes hands is a dark navy, and as you can see, these gorgeous dials to the front give this a really elevated look to the classic Tank. This really is such an elegant piece. I know the chronograph dials on this, Kristen, are incredible. They feel extremely elevated. This isn't come with anything. It's not coming with box and papers, but again, you can take this to Cartier. They can issue you service papers and we can find you a Cartier box. That is no problem. I'm sure you guys probably want to see it on the wrist. I'm going on and on about it. Let me show you it on. It has been pinned. Guys, this is a really stunning piece, an absolute classic, and in my opinion, this is a very friendly price point for such an iconic and historical Cartier piece. B, thank you. I really want to bring the history to these shows as well, so you guys can show off your pieces and know your stuff. For those of you who you know, who are purchasing watches with us, you are welcome to email me and Kristen, and we can give you a full, you know, history rundown of any of the pieces, so you know exactly what you're talking about when you get all your amazing questions on your newest timepieces. The price, honestly, I really want to buy this. I think it's so special. This is £2,795, and that's 3,456 US dollars for a chronograph. It's known as the Cartier Tank Francaise Chronoflex. And thank you, Kristen. Me and Kristen are always here to answer your questions, give you some history rundowns, and just talk all things luxury. So you guys can email us whenever. And there we go. The Tank Francaise has been pinned. Let me know if you have any questions. And I want to know if anybody's going to buy any watches today. I'm here to educate you guys and enjoy the show. And I'm also here to answer any of your questions if you are considering any purchases today. I'm going to show you a tank version, another tank variation known as the Tank American. And we're going into some diamonds now. So this piece is very much an elevated piece. It's going to be a slightly higher price point than the previous one, which you will see why in a second. It's a real sparkler. We're looking at the Tank American. Let's see what this comes with. Okay, so this is also an as-is piece, so it doesn't come with anything. This is a solid 18 karat yellow gold version of the Tank American with factory set diamonds, which you can see all the way to the bezel. This has a classic cream and black Roman numeral dial, and this is on a beautiful, isn't this incredible, the strap? This is a classic Cartier strap. It is an alligator, and it's in like the most beautiful burgundy color. Now, just quickly before we move on to the actual watch itself, if you look underneath the strap here, you see this code here. This code is the unique code to this style of strap, and actually you can use that code to source other colors of the same strap that would be suitable for this piece. The straps come in all variations of leathers and colors, so you can really play around and experiment with your own unique take on the Tank American. This is a solid 18 karat yellow gold as you can see, case. Full solid 18 karat yellow gold, as is the clasp as well. This is a Cartier original solid 18 karat yellow gold clasp. And these are in fact factory set diamonds. So they're factory set diamonds, Cartier factory set diamonds. Isn't it so stunning? I'm glad you guys love this. You all have great taste. Now, it's a much smaller case size. It's a very thin piece, but once this is on the wrist and dressed up, my goodness, is it a statement. Honestly, that color strap is so beautiful. This is going to take you through summer and winter seasons so effortlessly. I love the clasp on the Cartier pieces. I think it's gorgeous, and this is a real sparkler. Honestly, guys, this is special. I really love this. It may be small, but the sparkles are big, and it definitely is a historical statement. This is an incredible 18 karat Tank American, coming with its beautiful Cartier original strap. And what do we think? I think it's so pretty. Honestly, it's a real sparkler. Let me flip the camera whilst it's on the wrist. I think it's such a statement, but it just still feels elegant and classic as well. The diamonds aren't too overpowering. I think it's to do with the case size. I think it keeps it feeling elegant and classic, but I know some of us girlies love a bit of sparkle. I know I do, so I love a sparkly watch. So we're gonna get that up momentarily. We have loads more to go through. I've got some sporty style Rolexes coming up. We've got one more Cartier. I have an insane Audemars Piguet dressage watch, which I'm going to do next actually, whilst we're looking at these slightly smaller dressy pieces. So this is the Cartier Tank American 18 karat yellow gold on a crocodile bracelet. This is £9,595. These are factory set diamonds in 18 karat yellow gold at that price. Can you imagine how much a Cartier love ring, a Cartier love bracelet or just include bracelet would be with that amount of diamonds? And we're looking at a full watch here, full timepiece, diamond encrusted. That's $12,176 US. Customs and duties will be covered today. If you are in New York, you're welcome to come by and pick up the watch, and we can have it sized here in our HQ. And yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, loving this next piece. We're going to be looking at 107947. 107947. We are looking at, this is amazing. Laura, I could see you wearing this. It's an Audemars Piguet.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I know. This is really, really cool. We're looking at an Audemars Piguet. This is known simply as the dress watch. This is a design that's made for our events, our evenings, our special occasions where we want a watch, but we want some sparkle, but we want it to still look very elegant and classic. You guys are not ready for this. This is a Audemars Piguet dress piece, which is fully crafted from 18 karat solid white gold. This is on a black satin strap, in an excellent condition. And as I mentioned, this is full 18 karat white gold. Now, it is a quartz movement, so it will need its battery replaced every now and then. But this is a full diamond encrusted white gold Audemars Piguet. I know, Kristen, the price is amazing. These are factory set diamonds, and this is a mother of pearl white dial. Can you see that dial? It's so, so beautiful. Now, this is definitely the smallest of the timepieces we have today. Exactly, the mother of pearl dial on this just makes it like you can barely even see it. It's so shiny. It's a really, really small case size, but my goodness, is this a statement. Honestly, look at this on the wrist. I am totally obsessed and in awe of this. A total, you know, timepiece, classic, also something that is going to be a great conversational piece. It's so classic and elegant. It's so dainty, but it's such a statement at the same time with those diamonds. Honestly, I think it's such an incredible piece. Again, just like the Cartier, the strap is interchangeable. You can very easily find new style straps. Look at that price. This price, guys, this is amazing. This is a classic AP Audemars Piguet dress watch in 18 karat white gold, fully diamond encrusted. This is £4,250, which is 5,395 US dollars. It doesn't come with anything. The retail on this is actually $12,950. I'm not joking. It is $12,950 in store, and today I got this offered at an absurd price, so I'm offering it to you guys at an absurd price. Honestly, someone needs to grab that. It's eligible for split. It's full diamond and white gold, and it's beautiful, classic and elegant all in one. It's such a beautiful piece. I think it might come with its papers. Okay, we're going to keep moving on. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. We've still got loads to go, so don't go anywhere. I am going to show... I'm going to do a Rolex. I'm going to do a Rolex in between every watch now, because I'm always overloading on Rolexes. I'm going to move on to 132230. 132230. And we're moving on to a classic Submariner watch. Now, the Rolex Submariner, I can't quite remember when it was first launched. I think... Okay, I've got my notes here. So the Rolex Submariner watch was actually launched as a classic staple in 1953 by Rolex. The Rolex Submariner was actually launched before the day date, which is very interesting. I'm going to show you this piece here. Now, the Rolex Submariner was the first ever diving watch, water resistant up to 100 meters. The watch came fitted with a 60-minute timing bezel to help divers keep track of how long they spent underwater, and the dial was furnished with plenty of luminous material to ensure readability in the murkiest of waters. So if you look closely to the dial, you have these kind of rounded, and to every hour mark you see this quite prominent white line, and if you also look at the seconds, minutes and hours hands, you'll also notice that this is what's called as a chromalight, and it's designed to basically glow in the dark. So not only can you dive to 100 meters with this watch, but you can actually read it in the darkest and murkiest of waters as well. This bezel here twists, so it actually twists like this. I've got to go all the way around now, guys. So this is a full hour timer, and that is essentially so divers can time how long they're underwater, making sure their oxygen tank isn't going to, you know, run out. That would be dreadful, wouldn't it? And the first ever Rolex Submariner, it's actually happened to me before.
Really?
Side point, I actually was scuba diving once and ran out of oxygen.
No.
Yeah, it was my own fault. I wasn't checking. I was like swimming with sharks in Egypt, and I was like so mesmerized. I was like, I've run out of air. I have no air. I need to go up right now. I'm like an avid scuba diver. I've always loved diving, but that was a very, very scary moment for me. Let me flip the camera if you guys can see. Now, the first Submariner was actually crafted in stainless steel with a black bezel and black time-only dial. And then Rolex eventually expanded into a Submariner date model. So what we have here is the Submariner date model, but the original Submariner did not include the date to the dial. And it is in the original colorway, so it is the black stainless steel. Oh, Kristen, do you know my mum used to be a diver too, and since she had children she can't dive anymore. It sends her sideways. Literally she gets such bad anxiety now. It's like she's like, I can't go underwater with, yeah, and maybe that's how you feel as well. It's a slightly larger watch, but I think it is absolutely beautiful. The one we're looking at today is actually a 2001 model. 2001, and I believe this is coming as is. It's not coming with box and papers, but like I've said, you can get a box easily. I can help you, and we can get papers for you from Rolex. This is a 2001 Submariner. It's a 40mm case size, and it's £9,500, which is $12,055 US. You will, Kristen. Yeah, she'll be around for sure. It's her big 50 in September, actually. So you will be able to see her. She'll be around. That is up and available, £9,500. The Ultimate Classic, launched in 1953. We're going to cover your customs and duties on all purchases today. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys are quiet today. Where is everyone? Where is everyone? I'm calling out all my watch girlies. You guys know what time of the week this show's on. Where are you? Where are my girls? Okay, we're going to keep moving. Let's do a Hublot. I want to do this really awesome Hublot piece. 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 watches coming up left, guys. 5 more pieces coming up. We're going to move on to 128674. 128674 is actually a titanium watch. This is a 2022 model, and we're looking at the Bulgari Classic Fusion. A new watch introduced in today's show. The Classic Fusion was designed and launched by Hublot in the 80s, 1980. It was created by Hublot's founder, Carlo Crocco, in 1980. And it actually came in a choice of 3 different materials and 3 different sizes. The ideology behind it was to connect the Classic Fusion with its roots as a disruptively luxurious watch. It's quite a big watch. It's definitely a statement. And as you can see, we have this incredible fully factory set diamond encrusted bezel, lugs and shoulders. It's absolutely stunning. This is on a black matte alligator strap and has a classic titanium brushed closure. I do have a Piaget. I actually do. I have a couple here. I haven't shown them, but feel free to send me an email and I'll send you guys. I'll send you through all the information. I have the most beautiful Piagets here. Send me an email. It's grace@luxurypromise.com, and as soon as I'm off the show, I will send over some options. I know I have a diamond yellow gold one, and it's like seriously stunning. So send that over. Grace@luxurypromise.com. I want to show you the movement behind the Hublot because it's actually incredible. So if you look behind the case, this is what we call like a skeleton movement, where you can essentially see the watch moving and doing its thing underneath. I think it's so cool. The great thing about this strap is it's actually lined with rubber, so it's a durable piece. Now this is a big case size. It's definitely a statement. But I love this. I think this is so awesome. Look at that sparkle. It's a real statement. It's, you know, titanium, silver, fully encrusted with diamonds. It's got a black dial. Oh yeah, Sana, WhatsApp us. Will you throw in the US WhatsApp number? Yeah, myself and Laura will get back to you after the show. This is what it looks like on. This is a 2022 model coming with its original box and papers. And who is loving this? I think it's gorgeous. You've got the date to the dial. I mean, you've got all the sparkle you need forever. This is the biggest of today. This is 42 millimeters big, the case. The retail on this is $20,700 US, and this is 13,500 pounds, which is 17,131 US dollars. Hey WD, we do have Tag Heuers as well. Yes, another brand that I've not introduced. This will be my last watch show in New York, guys. I'm heading back to London next week, which I'm super sad about. I am going to be hopefully continuing. Sana, I'm on my US number right now, so if you wouldn't mind WhatsApping that number above, and then I can keep it all in one place whilst I'm in New York. I'm going to be continuing the watch shows from London, but this will be my last watch show. WD, if you would like, and by the way, Sana, you never annoy me. WD, if you'd like some Tag Heuer options, feel free to WhatsApp us as well, as I do have a huge selection here of pieces. So that is the Classic Fusion. I'm going to show I'm going to do a vintage Rolex that I want for myself. Really want this watch. So as I was saying earlier, when we were on the topic of the Rolex Datejusts, this is 123533. We're looking at another Rolex Datejust, but following on from what I was saying earlier, how the Datejust was first launched in 1945, which is like, you know, right in the midst of the Second World War. This piece here is the oldest Datejust I've ever had my hands on, and honestly, if I could recommend anybody today adding a piece that we have here to your collection, it would be this one. We're looking at a 1955 Rolex Datejust. I'm going to just pull up my specs on this so I'm giving you guys the right info. This is a yellow gold, solid yellow gold Datejust from 1955. I firstly have to talk about the hourly pointers. Honestly, I think they're so beautiful. They almost look like little love hearts to the 6 and 9. I don't know if anybody else can see that, or it's me just being crazy. This is a beautiful yellow gold Datejust dating back to 1955 with no call outs on this. This is nothing but an incredible piece of history. It's fully functioning. You've got that beautiful date to the dial, and it is a fluted bezel, which is designed very cleverly to reflect the light. This is on a black alligator strap, genuine crocodile strap, and this is solid 18 karat yellow gold, and it's a 1955 Rolex Datejust. It's a 36 millimeter case size. Do you ever get the Cartier must watch that's newish and then immediately discontinued? I own one. I have the green one. I have never come across one in the resale market. They were actually launched in 2021 and they were limited edition. They were only offered out to VIP clients, and they were actually a reissue of the original Tanker Must, which was launched in 1977. So it's a really hard watch to get hold of. It goes for huge premiums. BB, I would love to find you one. Feel free, again, you can WhatsApp me or you can email me. I love taking specific requests because I can spend my days finding your pieces. I do have a good network of watch guys and girlies, so I'll definitely be able to find you one. Let me know if you're looking for the green or the blue. I went for the green. I love the green. I could not rave about that watch enough. I actually took it into Cartier last week, and even the guy in Cartier on Fifth Avenue was like, wow, I love your watch. Where did you get it? Who got you this? Like, what boutique? So I was lucky to get my hands on it and would love to help you find one as well. So just to go back to this piece, we're looking at a 36 millimeter classic 18 karat yellow gold Datejust, which dates back to 1955. It's got a fluted bezel, classic black alligator strap, perfect unisex piece, and an absolute piece of history and a work of art. Honestly, this is an incredible watch to have in your collection. Imagine somebody says, hey, I love your watch, where did you get it? And you can say, it's a 1955 Rolex. Like, it's one of the most incredible pieces. It's a 6605 model number, and the Rolex model numbers now are 5. Oh, BB, you got to try one. Yeah, they were actually yeah, they were limited edition and offered out basically. So the fact that you got to try one was amazing. You definitely should have grabbed that, but I can definitely help you find one regardless. We're going to wait for Kristen to get this pinned, of course. This beautiful 36mm date just. I love the black strap. I'm really loving my black straps right now. I think it looks so cool. Obviously don't shower with the straps, guys. This is £7,250, which is 9,200 US dollars. And that one has just been pinned. And that actually closes out our Rolex date justs today. So that is the last of the date justs. I still have a Milgauss and a Rolex day date coming up, so don't go anywhere. And I also have another really amazing price Cartier, which I'm going to do next. And I'll close out with the Rolexes. So, BB, you might like this next one. This is a Cartier. It's a blue strap Cartier. We're looking at 128822. This is known as Le Mustard Cartier, so it's a pretty similar name to the one that you're looking for. Price point on this is phenomenal. We're looking at way under £2,000 with this one. This is a really fun colorway. Look at that strap. This is amazing. This is the original strap in a pristine condition, and this is vermeil. Is that like a type of metal, isn't it?
Vermeil is like coated.
Coated, yeah. So this is the Le Mustard Cartier. This is a gold plated Cartier, which is a quartz movement, as you can see. Quartz movement essentially means it's battery powered. You'd have to change the battery out every now and again. You can see a little bit of wear underneath this. This is definitely a true vintage. Unfortunately, I don't have box and papers on this one, so I can't give you exact kind of ages for this one. But this one for me is all about the price point, the color, and I just love how it's a true vintage. I would say this is probably 70s or 80s just by the look of it. It's on this beautiful bright cobalt blue strap, and it's yellow gold coated with a single sapphire stone. Look at the color of that stone. It's absolutely incredible. This has the full number dial, cream dial, and blue hands. Overall condition is good. It is waterproof up to 20 meters, but I absolutely not recommend taking vintage pieces in any kind of water. Don't do it. Just don't do it. This is what it looks like on. I'm also obsessed with the strap collar of this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to get the price up. Price point is fantastic on this one. Really is amazing. It is the Le Mustard Cartier in gold plated with a beautiful bright blue strap. One of the best price points of the day. Very friendly price point, a great starting point. But if you're into your vintage pieces, this is another great one, just like that Rolex date just from the 50s that we've just shown. I'm going to call recaps, guys. If anyone's here that would like me to recap any of the pieces I've shown, please let me know now in the comment section. I have 2 more pieces to go through and I have lots of time for recaps. So hit that handbag icon underneath your screen, just around here. We're going to cover your customs and duties on all pieces today. The Cartier Muse de Cartier is a 24mm case size in gold vermeil and blue alligator bracelet. This is £1,895 and that's 2,400 US dollars. And that is the last of our Cartiers. That's all right, Kristen. It says on the dial Mustard Cartier, which I love. I think it's beautiful. Really friendly price point on that one. Okay, I'm going to do a big hitter. One of my favorites. We're going to do 120285. 120285. And we are looking at a Rolex day date. Rolex day date was a huge moment in Rolex history when this was first launched. The launch date of the Rolex day date was 1956, and it was the first ever watch to display not only the day and the date to the dial. The day date, wow. I'm sorry, this needs a minute. When you know, changing the day and the date at the midnight point every day, it does take up a lot of energy for the watch. So this was a real moment for Rolex when they launched this. The Rolex Day-Date watch is arguably one of the most iconic pieces out there. It really is a must-have in any kind of like higher price point piece. The Day-Date, let me pull up my details. Honestly, this is so stunning. Okay, there we go. So this isn't coming with anything. This is a solid 18 karat yellow gold Day-Date with a mother of pearl white dial, and you've also got diamonds to the pointers as well. This has a fully fluted bezel, and interestingly, this actually has the oyster style links. Most of the time you see the Day-Date on a president style bracelet, and the president style bracelet, which you can actually see here, was actually designed after the first president, American president, to be seen wearing a Day-Date. Day-Dates are only made in precious metals, so you'll find them in platinum, white gold, rose gold, and yellow gold. Interestingly enough, there were 6 Day-Dates made in stainless steel, and they very rarely come up in the auction world, but if they do, they sell for huge premiums. Only 6 in the world. The Day-Date was actually gifted, also another interesting fact, Marilyn Monroe herself gifted a Rolex Day-Date in yellow gold to John F. Kennedy, and she had it engraved with "All My Love, Marilyn Monroe" in the back, and it actually recently resurfaced. I say recently, I think it was like 2007, resurfaced in the auction world and sold for over 120,000. Apparently the rumor is he actually gifted it to a co-worker or someone who was working for him, just to basically get rid of the piece. This is again 18 karat rose yellow gold solid oyster style bracelet with a white mother of pearl dial. It's absolutely incredible. This is a 36 millimeter case size. This one here is a 2007. I recently sold mine to buy a house, and every time I wear one I get so sad. I get so sad every time I put one on. I mean, it went to a great cause, but I really miss my watch. This is what it looks like on. I know, Kristen, so would I. Really, they are so special. Would be homeless for this, Grace. Yeah, I mean, it was either stay at my mum's house forever or sell my watch, so I went for buying a house. So we're gonna get the price up. This is the big hitter of the day, guys. These sell for absolute premiums, and this one I would say is probably one of the most beautiful ones I've seen, with that mother of pearl dial. I think it's absolutely incredible. It's a 2007 Day-Date, solid 18 karat yellow gold. It's just been pinned, I think. Oh no, that's the Cartier. Another interesting fact about the Day-Date is it was actually launched the day here that you can see to the top. It was actually launched, that dial was launched in 27 different languages. And funnily enough, the Japanese dial Day-Date sells for like over 60,000. It goes for a real big premium. This comes with box and papers. It's a 2007, and this is 34,995 pounds, and that's 44,409 US. Okay, ladies and gents, we are moving on to the final watch of the day, so I'm calling last call for recaps. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything you've seen today, if you'd like me to recap any of the pieces. Throw anything at me, guys. Honestly, I'm happy to help. The last watch is the Rolex Milgauss, or Milgauss, however you guys want to pronounce it. I say Milgauss. Kristen knows lots about this one, Kristen. I have to say I don't know as much about this one. All I know is it was designed around a scientific laboratory, and there's like some really cool facts about the Milgauss. I also believe it was actually discontinued, so I think it's no longer available. We're looking at 131862. This is a box only piece, crafted from stainless steel. Box only. This is the Milgauss. It's quite a big case size, and as you can see, this is a combination of brushed and polished stainless steel links and clasp. Jess, I am like looking and hunting for Cartier Santos. Cartier Santos and Cartier Panthère is what is most commonly requested, and I have not had one here pretty much the whole time I've been in New York, so unfortunately not. But again, you're welcome to WhatsApp me or email me, and I can let you know as soon as I find one, but I am actively looking for that. Here we go. So the Milgauss has a really interesting dial. If you look closely, you see the chromolites. The second hand is my absolute favorite. I absolutely love it. It's almost like a lightning bolt. It's super cool. And you've also got this gorgeous kind of green detailing around the edging here. It's a kind of a sporty style piece. It is discontinued, I believe, so you can no longer get this. I know, Sana, I know you want that watch. I'm trying. I'm really trying. This comes with a box, and this is a 2009. My tennis bracelet I got actually from my parents. I will ask them how many carats, but I never asked. I just said, thanks, I love it. I never asked how many carats. Honestly, I don't know. I will ask because I get asked it a lot, but I've never really wanted to ask. I'm just like, I love it. Thanks so much. No, I got it for a present from my godparents. Okay, here's Kristen coming with the facts. Yeah, so called the Scientist Watch and discontinued. I knew that. It can withstand, wow, it can withstand a force of up to 100. Wow, that's amazing. Such an interesting fact. I agree, Sophia. I love you have it as well. The green bit around the dial. It's also like a luminous. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, Sana, it's at least 5 carats. Yes, it is. Yeah, I think it's slightly above. I will ask exactly, but I was just told to be really careful and never lose it. This is coming with box only, guys. This is a great investment piece to go for. Honestly, I love the green. I think it's so stunning. They do go for a premium now, exactly, because they're discontinued. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the wrist. It's a slightly bigger case size. I actually love this watch. It makes me want one every time I put it on. It's the green for me. I love the green detailing around the dial, and I also love the second hand. I think it's a really awesome piece. And again, like we've said, it's discontinued, so it's going to keep going up and up and up for more and more of a premium. So this is the last watch of the day. I can see the numbers creeping up, so I'd love to know if any of you guys would like me to recap anything. You can view the handbag icon at the bottom part of my screen, and take a look at the full list of the pieces I've been through today. We have some really gorgeous pieces. I'm always open for emails and inquiries, so welcome to get in touch with me. We're just looking at the last item of the day, which is the Rolex Milgauss, crafted from stainless steel, known as the Scientist Watch. And it is a beautiful, very unique timepiece. I love it. This is £10,995, and that's $13,952 US. And that is it, guys. That is the last watch of the day. I am going to head over to Instagram now and do some stories on the pieces. Oh, I love that. Sophia, please send me a picture. Have you got my WhatsApp? I would love to see that. Or DM me on Instagram. I'd love to see that. I love it when you guys get creative with your watches. Send me a picture, Sophia. I've just put my Instagram there. Green is the color right now. It always has been. Guys, that is it. Thank you so much. I'm going to head over to Instagram now and do some stories on all of the pieces. Always open for your requests and inquiries. Feel free to email myself or Kristen. Grace@luxurypromise.com and Kristen@luxurypromise.com. This is my last watch show in the US. Sad. I'll be back in London this time next week, and I'm going to be looking to do some watch shows in London, so I hope to see you guys on our show in the morning. We've got a great show coming up tomorrow morning. We are doing a full ready to wear and shoe show at 11 a.m. EST. Carrie's back, and we're going to be shopping and prepping for the Luxury Promise and Christos Con in London, so I'm bringing some really cool pieces. I am introducing some winter and autumn wear tomorrow. Sadly, guys, it is time for AW fashion soon, and you guys do not want to miss some of the pieces coming up, so I hope to see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Kristen, thank you, love you as always, and we will